Chaotic scenes as Hamas handed over Israeli hostage Arbel Yahoud to the Red Cross on Thursday, fearful and apparently struggling to walk as crowds surged around her. Israel delayed the release of 110 Palestinian prisoners under the Gaza ceasefire deal in an angry response, but went ahead after mediators committed to ensuring the safe passage of hostages in future releases, the Prime Minister's office said. An Israeli hostage abducted by Hamas from the same kibbutz as Yahoud, 80-year-old Gadi Moses, was also released, along with 5 Thai nationals who'd been working on Israeli farms when armed militants burst through the border fence on October 7, 2023. And Israeli soldier Agam Berger, who was first led between ruined buildings and over piles of rubble in Jabalia in northern Gaza. Thursday's releases saw another show of force for Hamas, a reminder that it still has a strong presence in Gaza after more than 15 months of heavy bombardment from the Middle East's most advanced military. Yahoud was handed over on the site of the bombed house of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, who was killed by Israel. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu threatened death to anyone hurting hostages and urged mediators to ensure the jostling crowd scenes wouldn't be repeated. Later on Thursday, buses arrived in the West Bank city of Ramallah carrying some of the Palestinian prisoners, expected to be freed as part of the phased agreement. Palestinian health officials said at least 14 Palestinians were hurt by Israeli fire, some with live and rubber bullets, others from gas inhalation, as they gathered at the entrance to Ramallah in the Israeli-occupied West Bank to welcome the freed detainees. There was no immediate comment from Israel. In Israel, it was a day of celebration in what has become known as Hostages Square in Tel Aviv, where people were watching on giant screens. Some cheered when US Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff joined them, in apparent gratitude for his role in securing the ceasefire deal. More than 250 hostages were abducted in the Hamas attack in Israel, and more than 1,200 people were killed, according to Israeli tallies. Israel's assault has killed more than 47,000 Palestinians in Gaza and laid waste to the enclave, where people face severe shortages of medicine, fuel and food.